Hi, I'm Roy Bhiro, Air Force veteran and mortgage loan originator with PrimeLending. Today, I want to share something that every service member should be thinking about. It's your basic allowance for housing, or your BAH. Now, as a military member, you know that your BAH is a tax-free housing allowance that varies based on your duty station, your rank, and whether you have dependents or not. Now, it's a great benefit, and one that too many service members let slip away without realizing its full potential. Here's what I mean. If you live in privatized military housing, that BAH goes straight to the contractor. And when you get your PCS orders, what happens? You pack up and you leave with nothing. You spent years paying for someone else's mortgage, and your hard-earned housing allowance goes out the window. But when you use your BAH to buy a home with a VA loan, the story changes completely. Now that same monthly housing allowance starts to build equity for you. Let's talk about why the VA home loan program is so powerful. The VA loan requires no down payment. That's right, zero down and no private mortgage insurance. Both are potential barriers to home ownership on a conventional loan. And also, the interest rates are highly competitive, which makes your monthly payments lower. And because the VA guarantees a portion of the loan, qualification is easier, especially for those who may not meet the stricter requirements for a conventional loan. Look, whether you are a first-time buyer or a seasoned homeowner, VA loans are designed to work for you. You can also have more than one VA loan at the same time if your circumstances fit within the entitlement. Now, let's talk about what I like to call the quadruple effect. Now, this is where things really get interesting and where your BAH becomes a powerful financial tool. First, remember that your BAH is tax-free. That means that when you qualify for a mortgage, it actually counts for roughly 25% more in income than your taxable pay. That alone gives you a stronger buying power. Number two, when you own your own home, your mortgage interest, property taxes, and even certain insurance can be tax deductible. That helps to lower your taxable income at the end of the year. And third, every time that you make a mortgage payment, you are building capital equity, paying down the debt and increasing your portion of the home that you actually own. And fourth, there's market appreciation. Real estate value historically rise over time, which means that your property could increase in value while you're stationed there. Between the principal paydown and appreciation, you're growing real wealth, not just paying rent. Now, here's something many service members overlook. The VA loan program allows you to buy a 1 to a 4-unit property, as long as you occupy one of the units as your primary residence. That means that you could purchase a duplex, a triplex, or a fourplex, live in one unit, and rent the others. Those rent can also help offset the mortgage while your BAH covers your portion. What a concept! Some service members even team up with other veterans and active duty members to buy together, sharing ownership and building wealth collectively. And here's the best part. Your VA loan entitlement can be used multiple times. After a few years, if you refinance the VA loan into an FHA or conventional loan, your full VA entitlement is restored, allowing you to use your entitlement at your next duty station. If you rinse and repeat this strategy during your military career, you could own multiple properties by the time you retire. All of them purchased and paid down using the benefit that was never going to be a part of your retirement pay to begin with. Instead of leaving your BH behind at every assignment, you're now using that to invest in your future. And the beauty of the VA program is that it gives you flexibility, protection, and affordability to make it possible. At PrimeLending, we understand the unique challenges and opportunities that come with military life. That's why we have built an entire suite of VA loan options, from purchase to refinance to renovation to construction, all designed to serve those who served. Look, BAH just isn't about buying properties. It's about taking control of your financial future, leveraging your earned benefits wisely to create lasting value for you and your family.